y'all, welcome back to Harmon Homestead. It's a beautiful afternoon out here, and I said, you know what, I'm just going to do a little impromptu chicken scratch video. And I'm holding my favorite Wheaton Americana little rooster grow out. I've named him Winston. Yeah, I name all my roosters. There's Kudrow. They're all around me. They're all around me, y'all. It's feeding time, and in the late afternoon, these chickens know that feed is coming their way. So, how are y'all doing? Thank you to all the new subscribers. This channel, we try to show you a DIY how-to method of life, especially as far as homesteading or saving money, but we also do chicken scratch talk times. These are just videos where I sit and talk, and I'm sorry back here. Sorry. It's nature, y'all. Oops. And you just never know what might show up. So this is farm life, and that's why I wanted to do this video. That really couldn't have timed out any better. I wanted to show you just a beautiful video of farm life. This right here behind me is literally a plank bed with castle block that's holding it together. I have nothing but logs, cardboard, paper, leaves, leaf mulch, coffee grounds, anything, toilet paper rolls shredded up, put inside this bed. We have two raised beds. This is a 10 by 20, and then we have a 20 by 30 right beside it. And then we have a pasture garden that's about 100 foot in length. That's where we grow our corn. And we try to grow our own food. And you can in your backyard. You really can. You can have animals in your backyard. It may be a lot of animals. We've got Okie, our Muscovy Drake back there. It can be a few animals. Really, this type of life, guys, it's just how you make it. And it's what you enjoy. And we enjoy this kind of stuff. But homesteading isn't just this. You don't have to have this. To me, you can homestead anywhere you are. You can do that by saving money or by doing things by hand. Last night, I made homemade pasta. Flour, eggs, and olive oil. That's it. You can add a little salt if you want to. Make it on your kitchen counter. Guys, it was the best stuff I've ever had. Homemade, homegrown deliciousness, easy. I'll never buy another box of pasta again, ever. And now I've got the food dehydrator, so we can dehydrate all of this pasta and have it shelf stable. Guys, that's being sustainable. That's being a homesteader. There's so much that we do that I don't show y'all, and there's so much that it entails. And a lot of times I'll be in a how-to mode. I'll show you how to garden, how to grow, how to harvest. And a lot of times I just want to sit and talk and tell you what we do or what comes to mind. And the homesteader life, any life, it's got its good points, it's got its bad points, but this life is beautiful. And I want to welcome you to our lives. That's why we're doing this, and show you that, yeah, a couple in rural Alabama can definitely, in their 30s, can definitely do this. And you don't need acres and acres and tractors galore to do all of this. You don't have to have a beautiful, simple life. And that's what it's all about. It's beautiful, guys. It's beautiful. One of my favorite things is coming out here with these chickens, just letting them walk around. That's it. Like that, you know, we free range our animals. So these chickens will be on the porch, they'll be on the front porch, back porch, they'll be in the woods, they'll be up by pine trees, they'll be down almost in the other property. They usually stick near me, but we let our animals free range. They're happy, they're big, they're healthy, they love it. As you can see, this garden behind me, we've had to fence it in and then extend the fencing this week. It's really ugly right now, and it's probably 7 to 8 foot tall around this garden just to keep the chickens out. And I know that you can clip chickens' wings, but we don't do that free ranging because they need to be able to get away from predators, and they will fly all through this yard. But the main thing is they were climbing up the fencing and just jumping over into it. And then they get stuck in the garden after they ate all of my green beans. and tomatoes. And then so we realized we had to build something tall enough they wouldn't climb. There goes Carl. Come here, Carl. Carl said, I'm not messing with y'all. But guys, this life is beautiful. It really is. And it's a pleasure to be here living this type of life. Everything is so plugged in today and so technology. And if it's not on a phone, people don't want to fool with it. This is life. This is enjoyment. This is simplicity. Homemade bread. In front of me, in front of the camera here, I've got my huge clothesline. It's 4-stranded, and I've got my husband's clothes hanging up on it and the sun going down. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And anybody can live this lifestyle if they just really try. The main thing you have to do, you need to unplug. You need to unplug from technology, and you need to unplug from just kind of step back from society a little bit. Really try to step back, analyze who you are, and create your own dream. Create your own vision and go out and live it. You can do it. I always tell y'all, if I can do it, you can do it. This life is better than no other. And that's why I'm welcoming y'all to our lives. There's a lot of new people here, and I want them to really see what it's about and how pretty it is. It's hard. This is the toughest thing I've ever done, but it's also the most rewarding, fun, exciting thing I've ever done. So y'all are probably just watching the chickens, not even listening to me. That's okay. I'm watching them too in the camera. I can't take my eyes off of them. So my husband works. Now for years I've worked 2 and 3 jobs at one time. That's just how I've always been. I am a penny pincher. I always have been. So all of this how to save money I've been showing you guys, that's not new for me. That's been since day one. Since even when I lived at home with my parents, I just saved all my money. And the past 11 years, I've worked multiple jobs, full-time, part-time, and this past year, I decided to come home and be a housewife and a homesteader. And it's been so wonderful to be able to do this type of life full-time. And this was my dream. And my husband's been extremely supportive of it. He likes it. He does. But this was really my dream. And he helps me tremendously behind the scenes. I just don't. He's a little camera shy. So in the mornings, a typical day for us, we get up at 4 o'clock and we'll watch the news for 15 minutes, drink some coffee, and I will start by putting clothes on. That's the very first thing I do. After that, I'll come out to the garden. Daybreak here is about 5:30. I'll start picking my harvest. You can see here I've got green beans everywhere. The past couple of weeks we've been picking beans. I'll pick those. That takes several hours with bush beans. When you have 120 feet, it does. It takes a long time. Then after that, I put the clothes on the line. They're done by then already. By now, we're looking at 7:30, 8 o'clock. I'll turn all of my animals loose. We have all of our animals free-ranging, as you can see, as I've told you. And they will run through the yard. They'll play. I like it to get on up really daylight. Because of predators, even though I'm right here with them, I can't keep my eyes on all of them until it's really daylight. So I'll turn them loose and hang the clothes up and then start preparing my harvest. So I'll snap beans, I'll do whatever, and then I'll get ready to start canning. Canning takes a lot. You have to wash your canner, wash your jars, lids, rings, prepare your harvest, blanch it if you're doing something like that, get all your supplies ready, your debubbler, your funnel, everything. And then do the food, put it in the canner, you have to watch that, and then go from there. So that is pushing like 12 or 1 every day. Then after that, I will start usually cleaning the house a little bit. Then in the afternoons, I want supper to be ready for my husband. I've told you before, he's a hunter. We eat venison, and I'll have that thawed. I'll cook some sides to go with it, and that will be close to supper time. But before that, the first thing I do is take care of all these sweet little animals. That takes about an hour to feed and water these animals. There's a good bit. Then go inside, eat supper, wait till absolute dark because the chickens won't go up on their own until then. At dark, they will. Then we lock everybody up and go to bed. That's what we do in a 16-hour day. So there's a lot that we do, and that's just one day. Now, like the next day, I might have to come out here. You have to monitor your garden. I'll come out here and start pruning. I may prune all of my tomato plants. That may take hours. I've got 6 sacks of tomato leaves right here beside me where I've pruned these plants because they have blight. You have to check for disease. You have to check for your harvest. You have to check for pests, and then maintain what you're growing. So it's a lot. It's really a lot, but there's nothing comparable to than a homegrown tomato, or knowing that you grew your own food, a fresh slice of homemade bread. There's nothing better than this. And that's just our simple lives. We try to prepare, we try to store, we try to save, and you know, it's been a dream. It really has. It's been a dream, and we love every second of it. I wouldn't trade it for anything, and I'm so very blessed and thankful to be able to live this lifestyle. And I hope to encourage all of you guys to really pay attention and follow to what I'm saying and what I'm trying to show you, because I know that you can do this too. And if anyone is younger watching us, please, you can do this. There's more out there than just a technology app. Get outside and live this life, because it's beautiful. There's nothing better. This is a beautiful life, very simple life. You're so much more connected to yourself and to the earth and just everything around you. It's just, life is beautiful and life is better. There's a better quality of life than what a lot of people are living. Now, of course, you have to want to do this, and you have to like what you do. You have to love it. But you can simplify any way that you live. You can really, like, just turn off the TV tonight. Just turn off the TV. Just shut it down for a minute. And just try to spend time with your family. And that's, you know, that's what's good. That's what's fun. Just me sitting here talking to y'all right now. I'm just enjoying this around me. The chicken's getting a little feisty, but I'm having a good time. And I'm enjoying it all. And it's healthy. It's great for you. It's just wonderful. If I could say anything to convince you to be a homesteader, it would be that, guys, life is good. Life is really good. Life is so much better than it was for me before we started this. And it's not just about the animals. It's not just about the food. It's not just about the gardens. It's all of the above. And it just gets better over time, and you become more independent and sustainable. And I think you would enjoy it if you just knew that it existed. A lot of people show you things that you may feel are unobtainable, and a lot of them are. I mean, really, this is true life. I'm sitting here in front of grown weeds and chickens that need, you know, I don't know, they need feed right now, and you know, the grass isn't cut, and it's just an imperfect life, but it's so wonderful. And you know, the reality of this is this is reality. This is real. So for anybody that's new on this channel, this is us. We're Harmon Homestead. We welcome you to our lives. This is Chicken Scratch Talk Time. Next week might be something totally different, but we do grow our own food. We are sustainable. Not 100%, but we're there, and we're enjoying every minute of it. We'll see you next time on Harmon Homestead.